Hello, and welcome to, yes, that's right, Season 6 of the JFS. And we are 1 week in. It is almost exactly 1 week since the server launched. And people have already been very busy. I'm here at Spawn. Before I actually get going in the video, I want to say I want to make videos, and I want them to be a little more edited or stylized than I've done in the past, but not having ideas currently is keeping me from actually making videos. And a bunch of folks in the call the other day were just like, yeah, you just gotta record, just do something. So I'm just doing a one-take video as my first little video of this season, just to grease the wheels and get something going. But I want to show some stuff at Spawn, and then I'll show my base. And it's crazy that it's only been 1 week and we've already got everything going. So a few points of interest. Look at this. Cosmic working on her Pantheon here at Spawn. I love it. It's so great. I've contributed some of those resources, but I'm not taking any credit for the build. I'm very excited to see where this goes. And then this, with the shaders on, it looks like a black obelisk, but that's actually just water. This is kind of a byproduct of myself. Nixer was not able to join the first weekend, the first few days, because of work, I believe. And so he asked me, he's like, hey, Max, I want a little challenge. I want you to put a sign down, and I have to build there. I want to be kind of near Spawn, and find me a good spot, make it interesting. And so I built this bridge out all the way, and then I put a sign at the very end. And he started building right here. You can see that on his video that he put out. And also Cosmic's been streaming, so link to both of them in the description. Shostin has a cave somewhere around here. He's working on something. I think these are his outline for what he's doing. Specials at Spawn. He's got a couple structures. An extra quadruple wide fishing shack, love that. And I think this is Killer's. I could be wrong. I may also be Shawson's, but I know that's special. Muck is building a castle up there. He's been terraforming, making room. Glad to see Muck's building another Spawn castle. It wouldn't feel like JFS without it. And yeah, we've got this thing. We've got the Nexus, which is courtesy of the Barons. I love this build so much. I haven't really been inside it that much, but I believe it is, all the Barons contributed one way or another. A little bit of design for sure, like resource gathering, etc. But I think it's largely the brainchild of Zulu. I know he at least built the bulk of it. But I think the concept is, I would say, an above ground nether hub. We do not currently have coordinates and some other limitations with F3 to kind of present a challenge and put more of an emphasis on actual landmarks and infrastructure and things early game, and then and maybe in the future we'll turn those off with some sort of community event challenge thing that we've done in the past. But yeah, this is the Nexus. So combination above ground nether hub and community town hall building, place for people to meet, message boards, lodestone map, all kinds of stuff. I think it even says here, yeah, public lounges, communal spaces. Yeah, so this is, quote unquote done, but there's a lot of polish or decorating and things that could be done. Zulu posted a big announcement in our Discord about it. So some cool stuff. Very, very exciting. I'm excited to see little pop-up shops and other things happen with this in the future. So incredible this is done in a week. I know it was designed ahead of time, but pretty remarkable. Oh, I think that's Dennis. I know people have talked about a spiral around a terracotta outcrop. I bet that's Dennis. I think... oh, look at that. That's new. That's fun. I think that's Panda Island over there. That's the Spawn Nether portal. This, I believe, wow, I haven't seen this like in a little while. It's giving kind of Batman building from Nashville vibes. A little bit, actually. But this is Dean, I believe. Wow, he's doing stuff. That's awesome. And then this is a giant wiener dog that's turned into a parkour course. That's the whitelist was say hi to YouTube. The whitelist was temporarily down a little bit, and so people snuck on, and we've had a lot of new faces, you know, friends of friends, referrals, that kind of thing. And I think a lot of people just thought like, oh, you know, who are these people? Hello, it's Dean. Oh, okay. You're like a Sour Patch Kid. What can I get rid of? 6 flint. Yum, yum, yum. Great. But also sad. But yeah, we had a couple of strangers log on that people didn't know if they were, you know, new people or what, and they stole a bunch of dirt and then built that. And so I think people have like kind of elected to keep it. So, there it is. There it is. So that's Spawn currently, 1 weekend, already tons of progress. It's pretty incredible. My inventory is a mess, by the way. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's bad. Oh yeah, Dean, and then Killer and MC, I think, over there. So here's the parkour course. I got to like here, I think. It's like that, the few jumps that I got there, and then it winds all the way up. Nixer beat it, like, basically no problem. Aces primarily built it, I think. But anyway, so I'm actually a short boat. Get out of here, dude. I'm actually a short boat ride from Spawn. I found this lovely village by happenstance. Muck and I, and Red Star was also there, ran into each other just in this little village I was checking out. And we got to talking, and it was like, hey, this is kind of a cool village. Like, you know what, I might live here. So this is actually it right here. It's really cool because it's like sunken down on the river, and it's one of those where it's like half generated on the river, so it's made land on top of water. You'll see exactly what I mean in a second, but I thought it had a lot of cool potential. Before I show you the actual village portion, I will talk about basically the only thing I've built. Oh, Red Star's there, by the way. And they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Look at that. Yeah, whatever the heck that is, which looks super cool with the shaders. And then they've started building a house recently. So, heck yeah, super cool. Great view of the dog, and then Dean's thing. But yeah, so I love that I'm a short distance from Spawn. I like being on a river. The generation was really cool, like multiple levels. And I originally kind of envisioned like 2 gates here, like maybe 2 giant doors that are open, or a big archway or something. And so I built, which one was first? I don't even remember what was the first one I built. I think this was first. I built this tower, and I was like, you know what, I'll build another tower, and then I'll link them some way. And then I had these 2 dirt rows here for most of the week, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. And so I was in the call hanging out, and people had several good suggestions. I believe it was special. I was like, oh, what about a rope bridge connecting the 2? I was like, oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And I've always really liked kind of chaotic or like organic shapes and builds. And I thought a rope bridge felt like it fit in with that pretty well. And I wanted, so two things about this. I like it swooping down. That's cool. But I wanted 2 different heights. And so I kind of like had to look up what that was called to even like get the proportions right mathematically. And I may be mispronouncing this, but I believe it's called a catenary, a Catenary, I think, for like the term of like a slack line, like a parabolic line in between two fixed points. And so I was able to find like a catenary plotter online, and I just basically turned this into a grid, got the plotter, took a screenshot of that, put that in my pixel art program that I used to make pixel art, and was able to convert that to Minecraft blocks. And I think it's exactly right. So I think this is the middle point here, and this slope is lower, and it slopes up to there, and this slopes up higher. And even if it's not like perfect, one, I think that that's fine. But two, I think it looks good. I think it's right. So I did planks, a few stairs over there because it's exactly diagonal. And then, well, you know what? Let's just go up and take a look. And then a few signs, and then some fence gates. And what's the easiest way up there? It's probably over here. A few other things as well. I think Muck changed all my signs to say Muxes. Yeah, so here's the village. Largely unchanged by me. A few additions, like I worked on bees here when I first got Silk Touch. Gave Cosmic one of the hives, my chest there. But I haven't torn down any of the houses. I haven't altered them in any way. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But I wanted to keep it as it was. And this is how I've been farming, is just this. So I have locked up a few villagers. There's like a snow golem in there and like a camel in there as well. But by and large, minimally changed except for additions. So one thing I've started working with that I've never done before that I was hesitant to do, but it's like kind of the meta for Minecraft building now, and it does look so good, and that's messing with gradients. So I messed around creative to get a gradient that I liked, and I went with Deep Slate Tough, Mossy Cobble and Cobble, and then Andesite. And then, you know, a few other additions like the brick and the Deep Slate brick. And those look good, I think. But yeah, I'm going to mess around a lot more with gradients, I think, this season, which is I've never really done. So I had a good opportunity to do that last season with the trash, but I never did. But yeah, so here's a better angle. Gradients also work really well for foliage and that kind of thing. And I love, oh man, especially with all the moss now. Ugh, it looks so good. So yeah, like I said, slabs, fence gates, some signs, hung some change down at various lengths. I did do a few campfires, extinguished campfires, which I don't love the ash on the bottom. The logs on top look good, but then I realized, oh, it like looks, it matches perfectly with chains. So from the bottom, it almost looks like a metal brace that kind of blends in perfectly. And so anywhere I did a campfire, that's where I hung chains. And I think it looks great. I think it fits. I think it's like really making lemonade with it. I haven't really done anything with the interiors of these yet. I'll give you the view from the top, and then we'll look at the little bridge. Yeah, so I didn't go in with the specific ideas in mind this season with what I wanted to do, what I wanted to build. In seasons past, I have. And I've gotten disappointed when the biome I wanted to build in wasn't within the border, et cetera, because originally I was like, oh, I kind of want to do something in a Pale Garden because those are new and I doubt people will build there, and it's all monochromatic. But there's not even one inside the border, come to find out. So like, I'm glad I didn't, hi Blurry. So I'm glad I didn't plan to do anything with that. So, yeah, so I kind of didn't go with the plan, saw this, and all the plans have been forming as I go. And I'm pretty happy with that. Blurry lives back. Can we see from here? You can see some planks right there. Oh, yeah, the edge of a platform right there. That is where Blurry Blurry lives, I believe. Blurry and Tiny and maybe Tukey. I'm not entirely sure. But I know for sure Blurry. Yeah, so cool thing about this village generation, like I said, on the water, this path winds around. We'll visit that in a second. But look at this cool elevation. Like it's all low down there. I did fill out with a little more dirt there. You got this next level right here, which is where the ground like actually would be. And then you've got another layer of a couple more structures up on the hill. So a lot of potential there. There's a flat area right there. That'd be a cool area to build something. And then another cool thing about this is that it goes down. It goes down into like a underwater cave system. So even if I build a bunch of stuff above ground, all these different layers, I could go deeper too. And I'm recording this the day that Minecraft Live happened. And so we're getting a bunch of aquatic stuff too soon, which will be great. So I don't know, lots of cool opportunities here for builds. So I'm super jazzed about this spot. I'm getting a lot of ideas, not too much all at once, but a good amount of things I could potentially do in the future. So very exciting. Also, you can see my ghast. I'll talk about more it in a second as well. But yeah, so I'm imagining like more bridges kind of connecting these different elevations, staircases up, and like generally I like kind of chaotic builds where there's like multiple ways to go anywhere. And so I think this is a great spot for that. One thing I was quite proud of is I wanted windows on these walls, but I didn't want, I also wanted ladders, and so I just have these where I can keep them open and light can come through the tower, but also it doesn't interrupt the ladder. So quite happy with that. Oh, I do want to close. Can I reach it? Yeah. Close that guy though. Okay. So yeah, here's the bridge from up here. Nothing spectacular. I think I'm just talking about it so much because I just built it, so it's just very top of mind. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Another good angle of the village here. So, and it comes over, and like I said, I haven't really done anything with the interiors yet. So, nothing spectacular. I do want to go and build soon. Be right here. Will fit perfectly like a boathouse, I'm thinking. So like a dock like this. Dock running out, and then some place to park like steeds, like land steeds, like camels or horses, pigs if you're into that. And then maybe parking spots for your Happy Gas, which everyone's been flying out on. It's been wonderful. I've loved it. You've slowly see more and more pop up. I just got mine, courtesy of Cosmic, and I love it. I built the bridge with it, and I love the mechanics for building on the bridge. It's the perfect speed. The fact that you can like hop off of it and it just stays there, and it's like a solid platform. I mean, beautiful. It's the perfect balance between like creative building but still being survival friendly, and it's also super cute. It looks great. I love the texture of the harness. It has goggles. I mean, it's just crazy. I love it. I built this little chicken coop. This is like a combination between lemons and ignore that. Okay, I'll talk about it in a second. It's like a combination between lemons and cosmics. I've got these sorted into the 3 different colors. Still questing for blue chickens. No blue chickens yet. I'll take spruce planks, thank you. But I've been getting tons. I'm gonna have to kill these guys soon once these hoppers fill up. But Lemons pointed out to me that the trapdoors, they kind of break the pathing AI or something. Anyways, they don't come out, like no bombs come out of these. So that might get fixed in the future. But for now, it's super convenient because I can just like hop in here and, I don't know, muck out the stall or do whatever I need to do and then come back in. But also, this is mud because it looks kind of good, but you sink down 1 pixel lower, including items, so the hoppers can pick up through the mud block the eggs. So the chickens can't go out. The eggs automatically get picked up by the hoppers and they get dumped into here. It's like perfect. So it's a combination of being functional, like hyper functional, but also like still kind of looking good, or not just like a little glass cage that they're all cramped up in. So I'm quite proud of it. I think I want to kind of continue this method for building with things. Oh, I need more potatoes. Have any in here? No. I'll cook some more. But I want things to be functional, but not look like farms, So kind of sacrifice maybe like 10% functionality to make it look a lot better. And I think this is like the perfect example of that. So, and then this guy is a Grum pig. Grum, a lot of people know about Dinnerbone, but Grum also flips mobs upside down. I noticed, I don't know if this is a recent change, but I noticed like leading some pigs to Cosmic that pigs have nipples, and I wanted to confirm it. And so I flipped this pig upside down, and yeah, sure enough, pigs have nipples. I don't know why the texture has nipples, but it does. And one thing led to another. I put a saddle on it and rode it around, and Nixer and Zulu and Cosmic were there, and I rode it all the way back here. There was a whole like pig napping sequence. They stole my pig. It was a whole big thing, but none of it's recorded on my end. Maybe it's recorded for Nixer. I'm not sure, but yeah. So the pig also can't get out, and this spot was empty because I don't have blue chicken, so he is there. So oh yeah, look at this at night. Oh, one more thing about this. Sorry, a lot to share. I got some glowberries now, and so I think what I want to do is hang glowberries vines like down right here on both sides, and I think that'll like really help like blend in and look good with the foliage here, but also it'd be another light source. I kind of went a little heavy with the lanterns. I might get rid of one or two, but also with the shaders, and at night it just looks so good. So maybe I don't do that. I don't know. We'll see. Standard composter thing. Yeah. Oh, there's also this cool cave. I've barely looked in the caves around my place, but this is another really cool potential spot to build. But haven't even done that yet. Okay, I'll come back to the happy gas, and I want to show you something in my mailbox as well, but I want to go over here first. So this path is like legit. This is like what generated. And you can see what I'm talking about, like how deep it goes, how much more I can build down here. So lots of cool opportunities there. And this went here, and there's a small little hill here, and then like a ravine. So I just cut all that down to be flat with this lower level. Actually, like tore out very little in the grand scheme of things. Like all of this is from here, and then like terraforming right here, and like in Minecraft terms, this is not a lot actually. So very little terraforming. The only thing I really had to tear out was like this right here, which I still need to work on a little bit. But yeah, and I tore this out and realized it was like a perfect half circle. And Muck, being the circle king that he is, I invited him over to help me work on this circle, and he made this half circle. And I think I'm going to put my farms here, like wheat and potatoes and carrots. And then I was like, oh, this is a good spot for a tower. So I built this lower section here as like a foundation. And I'm going to build a tower here, probably with a dome. This is very work in progress, of course. I'm just kind of putting down placeholder blocks to get an idea of height. And then we'll see where we go from there. I'll swap out the blocks with whatever palette and gradient I decide to go with. Still, make it up as I go. Brown sheep, because I need a bunch of brown banners, because Diavolo, or Diavolo, as some call him, but I believe it's Diavolo, has a haiku shop, and I ordered a haiku. 1 to 2 weeks delivery, and I want to hang up the haiku and display it on a billboard. So I'm gonna put it right here. No, it will be lit up when it's like there, but yeah, so I need brown banners, and we're gonna put the haiku up on this giant billboard. Maybe I'll order a bunch and swap them out. Maybe I'll put funny catchphrases. Maybe I'll just have this up for a week. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I thought that was funny, so I wanted to do that. So yeah, that's why brown sheep. I need a lot of brown banners. And then yeah, my happy guest, haven't named it yet. I will soon. Love this guy. However, something I noticed by accident is like, this is the perfect spot to park him. He doesn't even have a lead on him. So I can like take him out and da-da-da-da. Oh, this is another good angle of that. I'm happy with that. It's gorgeous. I love these shaders. I'll probably stop using the shaders once Vibrant Visuals comes out. But I think that's a long way off for Java, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I can take them out, and then I originally flew in here because there was fences and I was going to lead them off, but then I realized I can just park them here, and he can't really turn around. He can't move like any direction because of this fence and this and this and then this, and then just the roof, the edge of them's caught. He's like perfectly under there. So he just stays there. So it's like, it's awesome. So whenever I build my boathouse down there, I'll do something similar for the parking garage there. Wow, I've been yammering for nearly 30 minutes. That's incredible. I'm basically done though. One more thing I want to show you. So I did have a bet with Muck. I'm not sure if he will or has put this in with the trapdoors. You do get stuff like this though, which is kind of funny. And if you do flip the trapdoors, they wander out. So that's a downside. But still, I think this looks. I think this looks good. Yeah. Okay. That may or may not be the thumbnail. You already know. Anyways, I had a bet with Muck. We were talking about server activity. Since the beginning, well, before the beginning, past couple months as we've been talking about doing a reset, I've been really optimistic about server activity, and I've had a really good vibe about this season. I joked about it being season 3 part 2, because season 3 I think is like kind of peak nostalgia for JFS. Like a lot of people, that's like their favorite season, and it's the most active season. It also happens to be the season I joined, and a lot of us joined, a lot of the active players. So for a lot of people, that's like the best season. But yeah, I just had a good gut feeling about this season. And since it's season 6, like 3 times 2 equals 6. So it's like, you know, JFS season 3x2, but it's like season 6. You feel me? It's like, I don't know, an anime title. Anyway, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot of traffic, a lot of new faces, old faces, etc. And I was like, oh, I bet we'll get like high 20s for unique players the first week. And Muck was like, you're crazy. He was like, I think 14. And so I was like, no, man, you're crazy. And so we made a little agreement. I made a bet with him. And I was like, let's pick a number Hi, buddy. Sorry you're trapped in there. I need you for trading. We made a little bet, and we picked a number we thought was in the middle. And then if it was less than that number, he got diamonds. And if it was over that number, I got diamonds. So the number we picked in the middle was 21. He said 14. I said 28. So 21 was like perfect. And we ended up having like 28 or 29 unique players within like the first couple of days, like really. And so a couple of days ago, I was just like, you know what, let's just settle it. We just called it flat, called it even, called it a diamond block. And so at 4 o'clock today, which is 1 week exactly after the server reset, Muck lost the week 1 players bet. He gave me this, which is fantastic. I love that. I'm, happy to win that bet. I think Muck is also happy that he lost that bet, because that means server activity is up. So super optimistic about that. I think it's going to be a great season. People have already been making tons of content. I'll link, everyone that I know of making content in the description of this video as well. Although the people watching this are probably those people, so they probably already know. But it's good. Share the love. So that will for sure get built into some sort of I don't know, monument or little trophy case thing or something. So very, very happy about that. I'm not spending that on anything. So, yeah, anyway, there's a tour of kind of my base, my intentions, a little bit of Spawn, some other thoughts, and lots of yammering, lots and lots of yammering. I hope you've enjoyed. Maybe I'll do more of these one take style videos in the future. Maybe I'll do something a little more edited and stylized. I don't know. I want to make more videos regardless, so I don't want the stylizing to really hold me back. So we'll see what happens. But hey, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess. So take care. Bye-bye.